Is the path to the White House and control of Congress actually paved with blue bricks that are about to be shattered? Former Michigan gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon is officially re-entering the political arena, and she isn't coming back empty-handed. She is spearheading a massive, multi-million-dollar effort that could fundamentally change the political landscape of one of America's most critical swing states. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and keeps you informed on the stories the mainstream media often ignores. Tudor Dixon, who emerged as a powerhouse during her 2022 run against Governor Gretchen Whitmer, has announced her role as the public face of a brand new political action committee called United We Fund. This isn't just another small-scale advocacy group, it is a serious, well-funded machine designed to pour millions into Michigan's open races for governor, attorney general, secretary of state, and key seats in the State House and Senate. Dixon is clear about the goal. She wants to ensure that Michigan doesn't just stay a purple state, but actually trends deep red in 2026 and 2028. So, why now? And why is this happening? Dixon points to a hard reality that Republicans have been facing for years: a consistent struggle with voter turnout in non-presidential election years, weak voter education, and a catastrophic delay in outside spending. She noted that a recent special election in the Michigan State Senate resulted in a near 20-point loss for the GOPA seat that Democrats only held by about 6 points back in 2022. For Dixon, that loss was a wake-up call. She argues that the party can no longer afford the complacency that has allowed Democrats to build a significant infrastructure advantage across the state. The strategy behind United We Fund is straightforward but ambitious. They plan to give Republican candidates the resources they need to target voters directly with the right messages, rather than letting the opposition define them. Dixon is particularly focused on rural Michigan and the areas outside of the Detroit bubble. She argues that the current state leadership in Lansing is completely disconnected from the values of people in the Upper Peninsula and northern Michigan. She explicitly mentioned the backlash regarding the Goshen battery plant as a prime example of how state-level decisions are alienating the very people who feel like their voices are being stifled. But the most interesting part of this initiative is the focus on low-propensity voters. These are the Americans who often stay home during midterms, same folks who might show up for a Donald Trump rally or a presidential election but feel ignored once the cycle cools down. Dixon is making it her personal mission to bridge that gap. She wants these voters to know they are loved, that they are valued, and most importantly, that their voices are vital to the future of the state. It is an acknowledgement that the MAGA base is the engine of the modern Republican Party, and if they don't show up, the party simply cannot win. This move signals a major shift in how the GOP is approaching battleground states. Instead of relying solely on national messaging, they are focusing on local infrastructure and the ground game that has been dominated by Democratic organizations for a long time. If this pack succeeds, we could be looking at a completely different political map in Michigan within the next few years. If it fails, it could spell long-term trouble for the Republican brand in the Midwest. So, what do you think about this? Do you believe Tudor Dixon's new pack has what it takes to actually turn Michigan red, or is the state too far gone? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to hear your take on the state of the GOP today. The political battlefield is shifting beneath our feet, and the fight for the Midwest is just getting started. Whether you are a dedicated follower of the America First movement or a skeptical observer of the electoral process, one thing is clear: the money is flowing, the strategy is locked in, and the battle for the future of Michigan is officially back on. Stay tuned, stay vigilant, and don't forget to keep your voice heard in the comments. We will be tracking this situation every step of the way.